Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Wood Elves playthrough where I'm playing as Orion. Now we've just taken out Paravon, and we're trying to work out where our next push is going to be. We're just building up our army. I think our plan is to jump over here and hit these orcs over here, because the dwarfs at Karak or Clan Angrand seem to be having a little bit of a problem with them, so we're going to jump onto that. Also, relatively soon, I'm going to try and get a lord out to jump across the.
Speak, traitor.
So Drufu wants a defensive alliance. I will take that. No, we're going to try and get a lord out into the sea, exploring and picking up things in the sea. Because as we've seen in all of my other campaigns, that is a very beneficial thing. I'd also quite like to get myself a port actually, so I can start trading with other people. But I do need to attack, or is it a building? There's a technology or a building I need to get to trade with other people, so that is something I need to work towards as well. Sorry about that. And as I said, so we're gonna have a look at Overhaul, because I believe there are some settlements I can use over there as well, so it could be a useful thing. So one more turn of building up. That is going to, how much are these? Oh, I can't quite afford that actually. Let's get the 2 war dancers, and we'll be good with that setup. We've got these guys who are very nice. Yeah, the dryads will be useful because they create fear, so they're very good. I really like them in an offensive role actually. The dryads, I find they tend to be quite tough. The other thing I do want to pay attention to as well is Skarsnik up here, because he can be quite powerful. So, however, he is being pressured, so I probably want to take him on relatively early, and get those mountains as another nice defensive line. Now, the thing I need to remember is that my settlements are very hard to hold on to, and sometimes I will lose my little outposts around the place. There's not a huge amount I can do to stop that, so there's no point in me worrying too much about it. So next turn we're going to jump into there. When is it I can trade with other people? So that enables confederations. Was it a tech to trade with others? Or was it a building? I think it's a building. I can't remember. There's definitely a way, something I've got to unlock to be able to trade with other factions. Which can definitely do it, but where is it? Am I just being daft and completely missing it? That's very nice. Anyway, end turn and get my attack on. Oh, and here come the Empire through. They are friendly with me, so I'm not sure where they're going. Potentially chasing the Beastmen who spawned down in Estelia, because the Empire do really dislike the Beastmen, and they are known for zerging across. And actually, there are the Beastmen, so I really hope the Empire are going for them, because I don't really want to be fighting them, and I'm out of position at the moment, so I might be losing a couple of settlements. It's not the end of the world if I lose a couple of settlements, however. The other thing I probably want to do early on is get the Oak of Ages leveled up, because that gives me various buffs, which really does make you a lot stronger, and give you a lot more survivability. The Asari wish to erect a shrine within Athol to give praise to the gods they so faithfully serve. Yet the question is posed, to whom should the shrine be dedicated? The 2 frontrunners are Asurian and Cain, yet ultimately the choice is yours. Do you think we should honour the Phoenix King, Asurian, as just and wise ruler of the Elven Pantheon, or his brother Cain, the harsh and ruthless god of battle? Ooh, well, I'm going to go for this one simply because I want the extra income, so we're going to go for Assyrian. Okay.
The forest calls.
Let's hit Karak, Bhufdar, and let's declare war on these guys.
Onward to battle.
Ooh. This is not quite as one-sided as I expected, actually, so I'm going to fight this battle. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as they're making out, because I should be able to deal with the dwarves, the orcs relatively easily with my ranged. The trick here is actually going to be, they've got quite a bit of cav, so it's going to be keeping the cav off my archers is probably going to be my trickier thing to do here. And they do have quite a big army actually, but I'm relatively sure I could. Well, I'm relatively confident I'll win this, especially as the orcs will get panicked by my dryads. So we're going to have our war dancers in the centre to give it a bit of a oomph when they hit us, and we're going to have some nice cav at our flanks. So we're going to go up to this side. And we're going to have a nice row of spears to protect our bottom flank. My two lords up here, and obviously a nice big line of archers behind this. And let's move up the hill a little. I might need to, yeah, I'm going to redirect a couple of spears up here, actually. Or one unit of my shielded spears up here into this gap, just to try and hold them. And you guys can move forwards and start pinging them. This cav is my biggest threat here, actually, so hitting them early is a good thing.
Orion.
Your orders. Fire!
Right, let's pull back a bit. Actually, no, you guys can stay back down here.
Eternal Guard. Your orders. Swiftly now. Eternal Guard. Straight away.
You guys can spread yourselves a bit, fill that gap.
Glade Guard! Bowman, ready?
You guys can turn and face a bit more.
Warriors of Ariel! Aye! We understand. Straight away!
What I really want to do is not let myself get over engaged here, actually, as well. So we've broken those guys off nice and easily with my dryads. That is the lovely thing about dryads. They cause fear, which breaks a lot of troops, as you guys saw there. Let's hit these guys as they come in. Oh, I'm going to miss, aren't I? No, we did get a hit. And let's throw this off now. Go on, go through them. That's a nice hit, actually. That's obviously a vortex, so it's a little dangerous to use, but...
Swift of foot! Swiftly!
We're going to move ourselves around a bit. Let's countercharge into these guys.
Our bows are yours!
Let's really start hitting them.
Release! Awaiting orders!
Now let's get the counter charge off. Let's get my war dancers into their centre. Get Orion hitting him. And Orion can move forwards as well. You can move forwards, and actually both of my lords can hit him. Ooh! Magic missiles to use against him as well.
I will crush them.
Hurry! Ever ready!
Get all of these guys actually. Why are you guys moving so much? Stop that.
Bows of Athalloran! Glade Guard!
You guys can focus on them. You guys can keep hitting their lord.
Hunters!
This is where I'm actually struggling. Whoa, why are you guys so far down there? You guys can move around the back to hit here. You guys can all hit into the centre here to try and break these guys. You guys can push back down here. Get you guys shooting into here as well. You guys can start moving back. So we're going to flank these guys and hammer them. Now my cav... Oh, my dryads are going down there. Where is Oberon? You can get involved here. Hammer them. And we're breaking that centre nicely now. That's a close thing for a second there. You guys can turn and hit them.
I am reborn.
Eternal guard.
You guys can actually keep on there. You're a bit overexposed down there, but never mind. Why are these dryads so far out?
Armed and ready.
Right, we're shattering them here now. That's good. Let's focus our ranged on you guys.
Ready. End them. Athelloren. For Eldrazor.
Armed and ready.
Glade guard. Deepwood
Keep my
archers.
glade guard on there, on him.
Children of Athelloren. At pace.
Oh no, let's hit them.
Release.
Jade, hear me.
Orion can charge. Let's get these guys down actually.
Glade guard. Aim. Fire.
Let's get them involved in melee on him. He'll break in seconds. Just keeping stuff breaking now, basically.
Glade guard.
And we're getting the master out off now, so that's really good. Took a bit more damage than I wanted to. It was a fairly... I was against quite a lot of orcs there, so I'm happy with that. It was a bit closer than I'd have liked, however. But these things happen. You know, my guys got quite a lot of kills. They got a bit of level experience and things from there, so I'm happy. You know, 303 for... I think 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, a bit over 1,000 potentially. No, just under. Ooh, 9k to raise it. I'm gonna raise it. 9k is
To
9k.
the hunt. I bring pain.
I get a bit confused by the fact that I seem to get more cash by raising.
I live to serve Ariel.
But you know, that's that. Right, we're gonna keep buffing up my army here because that will help, as will the extra armor. Now just give us all a bit more survivability. Okay, I'm getting involved in melee, so I'm going to push down this tree. We're going to up his health and these two just to keep him a little bit more survivable as well. And we have a nice chunk of cash now to throw around the place. Oh no, don't turn around, Empire, I need you at the moment. Never mind. As I said, I suspect they were zerging down after the Beastmen, but you know. So that's got us a nice chunk. One thing I do like here is you can see all the wood in this land, all the woods in this land where I've got the outpost, the settlement have changed. They are going to hit Quinnell's, more than likely hit Quinnell's. And they're going to hit somewhere of mine, and I don't have walls. I don't think I've got the best garrisons in these places, so that is something I do need to be aware of, but I can't really do much about them at the moment. But again, at the same time, at the moment, I'm not really that fussed if I lose the odd place, so, you know, if I lose somewhere, I lose somewhere. I can always recap it. So those orcs are pulling back, which is good. That means I can potentially ignore them for a little bit as well. Alright, and how's our growth going? And that's we're pushing up the extra growth. We already got the extra growth tech? I can't remember. Ooh. So, Anarach lies under an eternal summer sun, scarcely knowing night. The guests to this mystical and radiant part of the forest have been feasting endlessly, fattening themselves for the coming sacrifice. Many whisper the time is now, yet the guests could yet continue to feast themselves into a greater state of readiness. What do you think, Lord? So I could gorge them for extra income, or sacrifice them for growth. We're going to sacrifice them for growth, because at the moment, growth is going to really help me. So we need 5 amber to level this up, and this is, you can see, minus 10 upkeep for everything. So I potentially want to work on that next.
I thirst for the hunt.
Now, this is the other thing, is getting production out of these buildings is good. But again, everything is quite good, so it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm going to go for the resources at the moment. And I will change both of these to resources long run. Ideally what I want is most other places to be basically about pure growth.
My will is yours. You have
You can
orders?
double time it back here. Let's do a little bit of
Ready
unit
to
merging.
serve. King in the woods. Yes.
Okay. The thing here, what I need to do is I actually need to push out. I need to expand. So expanding is one of my key things. As you see, raising settlements also gets me lots of cash. Now that scares me. And that's a very powerful beastmen herd there, actually, guys. So I want to be very aware of that. And the beastmen do not like me at all. In fact, they are probably one of the better set up forces to deal with me. So I want to build up, actually, get my army back in order for them. And we want to move and smash this little herd they've got here. Then try and keep them out of my territories. Okay, so we've just got another tech. So the extra public order in all our provinces is always going to be good, and that's going to be exceptional when I get some ports. That's also very, very solid. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out where is the best. That's also very good. Effectively, with these guys, you can get it so you can throw out armies very, very quickly. That's awesome. But we're going to go for this one first, the extra public order.
The forest calls. You have my spear.
Let's throw you guys out some extra dryads. Here come the Empire. I might have a chat to them about military access so they're not so fussed about pushing through my territory. The other people I probably want to take on relatively early are the Skaven down here. It's a nice place for me to expand my woods to get some extra territory. Right, so we're nearly back round to us. I'm concerned by the size of those beastmen herds, however, they do have to go through hostile territory to get to me, so... I'm going to go through that one, because I want to get a port. And 'cause that's a huge buff for ports.
The hunter.
Who has the better damage? These guys, and they're also a bit cheaper. That'll do, and then we'll get ourselves back out there.
By Sigma.
Greetings from Sigma. Empire's blessings, yes.
And let's keep trying to throw out
Glade
friendship
Lord,
with all of these guys.
Warren welcome you. Ludicrous.
Why not? We both benefit from it.
Azray, what could you possibly want? Ill-judged.
Well, none of them like me enough yet. That's annoying. I'm half expecting the orcs to come back up and attack me from the other angle here. The Empire are going to potentially do my job there, which is good. Oh god. Right, I need to stay nice and dug in there. So the Empire are chasing off that little beastmen horde, but the other beastmen herd is heading straight
If
at
I
me,
had
guys.
my way, the wild hunt would trample you into the earth.
Yes, straight out. I want your amber. That puts me up to 5 amber, I believe, which means I'm going to be able to level up my tree, my the Oak of Ages, which is a very powerful buff for us, guys. That is one of the key things about these guys, is getting the Oak of Ages upgraded as quickly as you can. That also helps make the other elven factions very friendly. As you see, you can unlock confederations through that as well. That's going to be a huge thing for me to do, because then I get access to all of these settlements, and that pretty much quadruples my income as I start expanding. Now I am still worried about Skaven, so I might end up getting into a war with them sooner rather than later. Skaven Blight is a tasty place to have somewhere. But again, I want to get myself a port as well if I can. Nice, so we just gained extra experience from that.
Lord of the forest.
Okay, and we have leveled up, so let's buff up our army again. I do not like Cygors. Now, I've got a couple of options. I could hold in here, or I could push and attack. So that's good. Gives me extra untainted. Reduces... you can't not go for that one. Right. So that's good. That's good. What else do I have here which I can do? So, extra winds of magic. Only one of these buildings can be in each settlement. Unlocks tax. Extra movement range. That's very good. Faction-wide replenishment rate buff. Oh, do these stack? Can I have multiple ones of these? And do they stack, do you guys know? Well, I'll have to have a try of that. Because if they stack, that's actually really solid if they stack. That's an important one to get out anyway. See, these are local armies, and I'm not that fussed about levelling up here. While these are nice to have, and I might get some long run, ideally I shouldn't really be fighting in my homeland if I can avoid it. Right, what militarily is worth me getting, actually? Get myself Glade Riders to get myself some extra cav out, actually. It's potentially quite useful. Obviously getting myself Hawks and eventually getting myself a Forest Dragon and getting myself a Tree Man. These units all cost me Amber, unfortunately, which is a shame because they are exceptional units. once we've expanded a bit, we will start getting some of these guys out. Because having a tree man in your army, they are absolutely fantastic units. However, I can get things like these for Sisters of the Fawn, which are quite good ranged cavalry, as well as a very reasonable melee anyway. I'm going to be honest, I actually prefer playing Drufu to an extent, so... I'm going to buff up our public order. Ooh. How much growth do I need? I need 3. And how much is our growth? So actually, our growth is fairly good at the moment. So I'm going to go for a bit of extra public order. And... we will need some of these long run, so we're going to go for the Burr Workshop, which gets us a Starfire Shafts, which are... basically, they do magic damage, which means they are more useful. And I can also get the fire damage and magic damage Glade Guards as well, so that's a very nice thing. Okay. Go on, Empire, don't mind you wandering through my territory to chase them off. I'm just hoping you don't cause the other guys, their main herd, to get redirected, because I'm better dealing with these guys up here. That's actually what I want. I want them to go for my my main settlement. Oh god, they've got a 3rd herd out already. That's terrifying, guys.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor.
Yeah, you can have military access. It's long run, anywhere they take is going to end up being mine anyway when I manage to confederate with them, so... the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want people losing places. Yep. We will take that trade agreement. And we will take that non-aggression back. And they are coming back. That was to be expected. I left there. I ignored Karak Bhufdar. So, that was to be expected, guys. So, you know, these things happen. I can't be that upset about losing things. However, the one thing I do want to be careful of here, which I'm in danger of doing, is giving myself a negative amber balance, which is very, very bad for me. Now, is he close enough that I'll get reinforcements?
To arms!
Nice easy auto for us there. Release captives for the extra cash. There's no negative to doing that. So we've taken him straight out.
I live to serve Ariel.
Let's move you up. We can get one more unit in here. We are going to get an extra unit of Glade Guard in there because they're reasonably cheap. And in fact, we're going to merge you guys and
for the hunt.
grab a fresh unit of them too. Ooh. So obviously we do want to go for our quests because they are very beneficial here. Right, we're going to buff up our armour now nicely, because that's going to help keep us alive. Basically, I'm getting the things to keep my melee alive, and then we're going to buff up our ranged massively. Because that, reload time and extra missile damage, and then extra ammunition. That's going to mean that everybody we attack is just going to get shredded. That's really good, so buffing everybody around him. God King of the Right, we're buffing up your HP because we've been taking a bit too much damage. Oh, we can get this one though. That's another really nice one for the range. So we'll grab that first. And let's end turn. So they're going to jump back over here to defend our new settlement over here. While the Empire goes and helps us over here, actually, which is really nice. We might be getting Dwarven aid. No, I don't think we are. Hopefully the orcs aren't going to make it to their next turn. We're going to smash that army, then we're going to head down to try and finish them off in their last settlement. We're going to raise that, and then I might even look at going to war with Skaven. Not quite yet. I will join your war with Skaven soon, however, because I'd like to get the ports down here. Not because I want to help you, because I want the ports.
Were it not for the kind heart of the Lady Ariel.
No. Because you look juicy to me. You and Skarsnik's lands, the mountains up here in Skarsnik's lands look juicy to me. So, actually, I don't want too many non-aggression packs. He's going to get there, isn't he? No, he's not going to quite get there. Oh, if only I could get there and be in ambush stance. That would be... Because my guys in ambush would be fantastic. Because I'd literally just rain arrows onto them. You know, I wouldn't even attack. I'd just sit there perfectly positioned to start raining arrows onto them. You know, once I'm a bit tougher. And then again, I could also, you know, hit their flanks with my units to break, with my dryads to break them and start folding them in. Ooh. Let's take the extra damage.
Master of the wild hunt. Make way.
And we are straight back over here. We don't get the best garrison in these places, unfortunately. This is one of the negatives. Anyway, guys, we are just over 30 minutes now, so we're going to stop this one for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I do hope that you've been enjoying this. Next session, we're going to try and smash this army. It's a fairly basic army. We're going to try and take them out. I might even try and move out and put myself in ambush stance, but I'm possibly a bit close. And then we're going to go and take Zarkzil, and we're going to work out where to go next. I might look at going towards Skaven. They do look quite powerful, but if I can take out the Skaven and then start pushing around here, I can get myself some ports, which will be very beneficial to me. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching.